Hi guys, I am Isa. Today we're going to learn how to use loops in Rust. So anyways, I'm going to use Atom as my code editor. So anyways, I'm going to create a new cargo project. I'm going to write cargo new Rust loops. So I'm going to go to the main.rs file. So I'm just cd into Rust loops, and then I'm gonna say cargo runs. So now it just runs the file. So anyways, I'm going to learn about for loops. So I'm going to say for I in 1.10, which means for every I in 1 to 10. Print ln. So I'm going to make it to print I. So now if I run it, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you might have noticed by now that you could use the ordinary loops to do this, but just using for loops instead. So anyways, so if I say like for I in 1 to 100, it's gonna print out 1 to 99. So if I want it to be so that if there's no line between each new numbers, then I'm going to use print, because print ln means print line. So just an ordinary print is going to print them without any new lines created. If you want there to be a new line with print, then write \n. So now we have now they have new lines. So let's not do that instead. So now we have this. Number thing going from 1 to 99. So anyways, let me just create a vector. A vector is just like a list of items. So I'm going to say let's vec1 or something is equal to vec. So I'm going to say, for example, 5, 7, 8, 9. So vec. Okay, there. Now the vec is working. So I'm going to say for I in vec1 instead of saying for I in 1 to 10. So now that's 5, 7, 8, 9. So let me just change this back to print ln. Oops. So let me just change this back to print ln, and let me go back to the terminal and run. So now it says 5, 7, 8, and 9. So we can also replace this with strings, for example. So like, if I say, and I'm gonna replace that vec1, the vec1 variable name was names. So instead of for I in names, I'm gonna say for name in name. So it's gonna print out the name, and so now it prints out all of the names in the names vector. So anyways, the next thing is while loops. So I'm gonna say while. So it's just like if statements. So I could say like while I is less than I is less than 50, and print ln I. So it's gonna print out I, but the I doesn't even exist. So let's just, add an I variable. I'm gonna say let's I equal to, let's say, 0. So then we just have to, use a string literal to format just this println. So whereas now I keep on saying 0 because the I doesn't increase. So I have to let the I increase. So I plus equals 1. So now it says that because the variable is not mutable. So I'm going to say let's mute I instead of just let I. So now it says from 0 all the way up to 49. So, let me just put it in the beginning of the while loop. So now it says from 1 to 50 instead of 0 to 49. So anyways, that's how to use while loops. So anyways, so if I write, for example, I plus equals 2, so now it has the same thing, but it's halved. The same thing if we do I plus equals 3. So yeah. The next thing we want to learn about are arrays. So I'm going to go back to my text editor and I'm just gonna, say list. And I'm just gonna have to make a list. I'm gonna say let L1 equal to, I have to use these square brackets. I'm gonna say like 5, 9, 7, 3, 6. I'm just gonna, write a couple of numbers. Okay, so now I have all these numbers. So yeah, you can see that it doesn't show anything. So I'm going to say print ln L1. So I'm going to run it again, and it shows an error. So it can't display lists. So let's say L1 0. It shows the first item of L1. Then if I try like L1 2, it shows the third item. Those starts from 0 instead of 1. So anyways, you can also add it to as for loops like this. So for L in L1, print ln L. So it's gonna print out ZL. So now it says 493, 436, and all the other of the numbers that are inside of the loops. So anyways, that's the end of today's tutorial. If you enjoyed, then leave a like and subscribe. So bye.